tell her you thought it over and it's all right with you if she goes to the do with Arthur.
That is not flipping all right. You know the way I feel.
I know, Brian, but I don't understand it. Honest, you've got a flipping complex, you.
Because I respect my dad's memory.
And what about your mum? He's dead, she's not.
Now look, just because your mum trolls around behaving like an oversexed teenager doesn't mean all mothers have to.
Careful.
I am.
I don't want you breaking your neck before you've even got started on making me a rich man's son.
Listen, if I can't put a sign up without falling off my own ladder, I don't deserve to make me throw up a fortune.
You read about these kids inheriting the dad's lolly? Just step into a brand spanking new post. Just by having the sense to be born in the right place. Lucky beggars.
Never mind lucky beggars. What's wrong with making your own pile?
Ah, well, I'd have to work for that.
Well, I've got news for you, my son. I've no intention of popping off for a while yet. And I doubt, with the way my assets stand at the moment, you'd even buy yourself a roller skate.
Reckon you do all right here, though?
Give us that sign. Well, it's a small step for mankind, but it's a flaming big one for William Jeffrey Webster. Yes, no cricket. About time, eh, Kev?
You've had lousy luck. See ya.
Hey, where are you going?
Work. I do have to earn my crust till you start supporting me in the style in which I intend to become accustomed.
Well, hand us them screws first, you daft Jesse.
One day I'll be flaming organ grinder, not just a rat monkey.
Right then, I'm off. I'll see you at dinner time.
I'll probably be out.
Oh, well. Tonight, then. Trammel. Have a nice day.
I wonder if the local women's lib are taking on new members.
Hey, you, don't you go getting yourself upset. It's me who's annoyed with you now.
By what right? Honest, I sometimes wonder what we need them for.
What about little Nicky?
He'll have more sense, he's my son.
Yeah, and Brian's my son, love.
You're still going tonight, aren't you? You're not going to let what he said last night stop you?
Honest, is it worth it, Gail? I mean, all this aggravation for a silly dance I'm not even bothered about.
Yes, it is. If only to prove to Brian you're a grown woman with a right to lead your own life.
Funny, isn't it?
What?
Me and you siding against him. That's not what mother-in-laws are supposed to do, you know.
I'm glad we've got sense enough to talk about it. He ain't. You know how I feel, Gail, and that's it. I'm supposed to just accept it.
Why has he said something else, apart from what he said last night?
No, not really. It's just the usual line. There's no reasoning with him.
Yeah, well, his dad could be very awkward, love.
Yeah, and you didn't always give in to Bert, did you?
Would it be giving in, Gail, if I didn't go? I mean, or would it be doing the right thing?
No, it wouldn't. Either you've got the dress, you've told Arthur you'll go, you're going.
Hey, you. You're always on about our Brian, bossing me about, telling me what to do. You're just as bad.
Difference is I'm right.
It's all right, and no charge for coming in.
I just wondered if Mavis was around.
No, love, she's upstairs giving the decorator a nervous breakdown. Shall I go and get her for you?
No, it's all right, thanks. I just wondered if you could give her a message for me. Only I'm late for work as it is.
Yeah, of course I can. Is it about her next driving lesson?
Yeah, that's right. Tell her there isn't going to be one. It's not that she's not a very nice lady and all that. It's just that I've got this daft idea. I want to live to celebrate my next birthday.
That bad, is she?
Oh, I dare say she'll do all right with a proper teacher. Say somebody who's used to people going backwards when they mean forwards and putting the foot on the accelerator when they mean the brake. I'm not saying she frightens me exactly, but next to driving with Mavis, banger racing's a doddle.
Could you make it a bit more pinky brown?
I've put pink in it. I've put brown in it. You've got pinky brown.
Well, it still looks to me a bit more brown than pink.
You said that was more pink than brown.
Yes, well, that one is.
Only that one's more brown and pink.
Yes. You see, what I had in mind was the colour of the inside of a seashell I once found on the beach at Aberystwyth. It was all sort of pinky brown inside with a lovely pearly sheen. Oh, I've kept it for years. You see, if I still had it, I could have shown you. I used to collect seashells, you know. Once I filled a wine bottle with them, and I was going to make a table lamp, but I didn't make a very good job of it. I'm not much use with anything electrical.
You amaze me.
Me? Well, how's it going?
Great. All we need now is a quick ship to have a rest with. We've cracked it.
I'll be down in a minute, Rita.
No, you're all right. I've just come to tell you, young Kevin popped in and he says he's very sorry. Much as he would love to continue giving you driving lessons, if that pulled out at work, he feels he won't be able to do it justice.
Oh, dear.
Yes, well, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Because personally, I think you need proper professional tuition.
Oh, wouldn't that be very expensive, Rita?
Well, the business can stand it. The business is going to benefit, isn't it?
Really, sure?
Yeah. I'll just go and look in Yellow Pages and boot you in somewhere before I change my mind.
Oh, that's very generous of her, isn't it? I mean, I ought to do better with a proper qualified instructor, don't you think? What sort of person I'll get?
A dead unlucky one.
Pardon?
Right, a touch more Pinky Brown it is.
I see you sailing under your new flag now, eh? For a small fee, you know, I'll come round and give you a proper champagne launch.
I'm not quite at that level yet, love.
Give him a couple of years, he'll be able to afford out. But how long? This is just the start of Webster's building empire, right?
Right.
Empire. From Fairclough's lock-up. What are you planning on building? Bug hutches?
Well, he did all right, didn't he?
He never made a fortune.
Made more than you'll ever make in your lifetime, love.
I wouldn't bet your best corset on that, Betty, look.
How's it going anyway? Order book full, is it?
I'm working on it, yeah.
Oh, right. Only there's a job I want you to do across the road. You know the setup, don't you?
Factory, yeah. I've never been inside. What's the job?
Oh, extension to the loading bay. Look, I tell you what. Pop over, have a look and give us a price, eh?
Yeah, I will, sure. Do you want to go now?
Hang on, there's Keen and Keen. Let's finish the drink first.
I'll tell you what, I'll do better than that. I'll get you another one.
Not trying to bribe me, are you, son?
Don't have to. I do a good job.
Oh, you rang? I thought you said you were going out.
I only told Brian that. I thought if he came home for his dinner, I might spoil his good looks.
Gail, I've told you, love, the last thing I want is you two falling out over me.
Yeah, well, he said something else is to apologise for now.
You see, there you go. One thing leads to another, and before you know where you are, nobody's speaking.
Well, I'm speaking. Imagine I never stop speaking, me. So go on, then. Go with that new frock you fetched me across the road to show me.
Oh, it's lovely, Vera. She's going to be the belle of the ball tonight.
If I go.
Oh, I gather your Brian's still not so keen on going then.
Keen? You think she'll running off to join a troupe of go-go dancers, not go to a flipping bowling club dance? Honest, I think he just wants her to sit in that armchair doing her knitting, looking at old photograph albums for the rest of her life.
Well, it's not what Bert had wanted.
I know that. Try and tell him Brian. You talk to her, Vera. Tell her not to change her mind.
Of course, she mustn't. Listen, that's what she wants, to go out and have a bit of fun, you know.
And to start leading her own life again.
Do my best, Scott. Oh, it's Hyla. Oh, let's have a scan. Well, I'm not kidding. You look like some out of Dallas in that.
Don't
You
talk daft duck with this note but a frock. Yes? Yeah, that's fine. No problem. She'll be ready. Thanks for letting me know. Bye.
I wonder if I just shouldn't have settled for a plain cream after all.
Oh, why not play safe and choose day-glow purple with splashes of magenta here and there? No, look, I'm just nipping home for a quick bite and I'll be back at 1:30 to hold the fort.
Hold the fort? What for?
For you. Well, you go for your first driving lesson. I'd boot you in for Friday, but they've just phoned to say they've got a cancellation today, so I took it.
Oh, Rita, you might have asked me.
What for?
Well, it might not have been convenient. I could have had other plans.
Have you?
No.
Right then. Come 1:30, you're on your way. James Hunt, eat your heart out.
Hey up, Brian, what are you having, lad? I'm getting him in.
No, I'm all right, sir.
Oh, come on, big celebration. My new sign went up this morning.
I know. That's why he was late for work.
Hey, knock it off, right? Only a couple of minutes. And I did work overtime last night.
Yeah, all right, then. But don't make a habit of it. I'll have a pint with you, sir.
Right. 2 pints, 1 lager, 1 large scotch, please.
No, hang on, make it smaller. I don't want you talking me into rebuilding the whole flaming factory.
Right here.
Hot pie, Betty. And I don't mean lukewarm.
Well, look at me, lovey. It sizzles.
Your wife not cooking for you today, then?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just an observation. We're meant to make the odd bit of chit-chat, just to keep the customer happy. Yeah?
Well, you keep this one up if you kept your death remarks to yourself.
Brian, can I have a word, love?
If you must, Vera.
What's all this with you and your mummy?
Oh, what?
Well, not wanting to go to this dance with Arthur Whittaker.
If you know what you're asking for.
But try me a bit understanding, love. I mean, she's gone through a hell of a lot this last couple of years.
Aye, we all have.
She was his wife.
Well, that's all the more reason for her to respect his memory, innit?
But she's lost most, hasn't she? I mean, you're okay. You've got Gail, you've got young Nicky, you've got your whole future together. I mean, what's she got here? She's still a flesh and blood woman, you know, not a plaster saint like you'd like her to be.
Vera?
Look, she's lonely, Brian. She's friends of her own age. I mean, tell her to go tonight with your blessing, eh?
I'm sorry. It's none of your flaming business.
Well, I think it is my business. Yeah. When best friends makes me feel miserable through a sanctimonious young twerp like you that's too selfish to even try and understand. Hey, Albert.
Cancel that pie.
So she's having 5 bridesmaids. She says she knows it's a lot, but it's the only way to keep the peace. She's thinking of putting the little ones in pink, and the 2 big girls she's thinking of putting in lilac. Mind you, his sister's a bit sallow, and she's thinking that lilac might make her look even... Ivy?
You know, you said you offered to lend me that silver handbag.
Yeah?
Is it still on?
You going then?
Well, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, love. But like you said, I'm a grown woman with rights to lead my own life. Yes, I am going.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, well, he's not here yet, is he?
No. Perhaps he won't turn up.
Listen, this is a proper professional driving school I booked you in with, not some fly-by-night operation. What's this?
Oh, Dawn Fletcher's just dropped it in.
Oh, the Barbara Streisand of Balaclava Street.
I thought she were very good in a low dolly.
Oh, come on, she couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. Mind you, she was that busy flashing her boobs, nobody noticed her screeching.
I know she's left us 2 complimentary tickets. I thought we might go together. It'd be a nice evening out.
Oh, I'm not sure Gilbert and Sullivan's my cup of tea, love, even if I could stomach Dawn Thingy. Now, if you'd have said Rogers and Hammerstein.
Miss Riley.
Oh, you must be Mr. Livesey from the driving school.
Oh, that's right. Glad to meet you, Miss Riley.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, but I'm not Miss Riley. She is.
Oh.
How do you do?
Oh, you're not worried about this, are you?
No, not at all. It's just that, well, I'm not 21 anymore.
Well, which of us is? Now, I promise you, Miss Riley, I've taught a lot of people your age and older. They all learn to drive. Shall we go?
Thank you.
Right, I best be off.
Saw me van outside. So this is where you've scarved off to?
Was it skiving off? I popped in for 5 minutes on the way home from Ponose to fix my dad's van. It's done now.
Listen, son. You want to make your mind up what you're working for. You spent more time here today than you have at the flaming garage.
Come off it, Brian.
I'm just warning you. So watch it.
Look, I don't get naughty when you ask me to work overtime. I come in a bit early in the morning, do I?
Brian?
Yeah?
Well, Kevin has mentioned to me that you've been a bit, well, touchy lately. I only mean that he's concerned about you as a mate. Is there something wrong? Is there anything I can do to help?
Nothing's wrong, thank you, Mr. Webster. Except that your son's never where I want him to be. So be back at the garage in 5 minutes, or else there's one more mechanic on the door.
Back. Yes, I've worked that out. How did you go on?
Oh, wonderful.
Really?
Oh, Rita, it's a different thing altogether. It just gives you so much more confidence being with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Thanks very much.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Hey, Mr. Livesey's a proper teacher. And he's ever such a gentleman as well.
You mean he didn't use as many 4-letter words as I
He
did?
didn't swear at me once. He's a very patient person.
Listen, with money I'm paying him, he's entitled to be.
Oh, great, you're back. Now, I wonder if you care to pop upstairs and cast your eyes over Pinky Brown Test Shade version 564. And if that's not right, I'm handing in my brush and taking up classical art.
I'll be upstairs in a minute. Rita, just, have you decided yet about tomorrow night? You know, the Gilbert and Sullivan thing. But if you didn't want to go, I thought I'd ask Emily.
Gilbert and Sullivan. They're my all-time favourites.
Oh, rather you than me. We've been given 2 complimentary tickets. I'd rather stay home and cut my toenails.
Well, I'd only be too glad to take one off your hands. I mean, if you're stuck. When is it?
Well, it's tomorrow night, and it's a bit short notice, really.
No problem. I've now on. And if I had, I'd cancel it for GNS any time. Then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the former captain of the Pinafore. And give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more 4. The captain of the Pinner, 4.
I think you found yourself an escort there, love.
All right, love. All right. I'm sorry I said that about you, Mum. I didn't mean it.
You shouldn't have said it then.
Well, you just got me flaming rattle up here, you. And if Vera chip in with a 2 penn'orth worth, I mean, what's it got to do with her any road?
Doesn't it tell you something that we all feel the same? You're the only one out of step, Brian.
I don't like him. And I don't like me mum going out with him. I'm entitled to my opinion, and if that makes me out of step, 2 flip in bed.
It's not Arthur Whittaker you don't like. It's any fella she might go out with. You just don't want her to go out at all. You want her stuck here like a flipping relic.
She can go out with Vera. She goes to Bingo, doesn't she?
Oh, terrific.
I'm nearly ready, love. Is Arthur here?
No, not yet.
When he comes, ask him if he wants a cup of tea or anything. I won't be long.
Yeah, all right. Where are you going?
Out. Before Romeo gets here.
Are you going to wait and see your mum all dressed up? Tell her how lovely she looks.
You tell her.
I don't know why I had to go and get me stuck with him like that.
I didn't get you stuck with him. You let up your little gob in front of him. Anyway, what's your problem? Surely you'd rather be escorted by a big husky fella than me, fabulous company though I undoubtedly am. What big husky fella? Talk about flaming radar. I bet your ears are permanently tuned. I bet if somebody said sexy muscle man in Staley Bridge, you'd be there like a shot. Where's Staley Bridge?
I hope you got a message. I'm sorry about the driving lesson. It's just that we're that busy. In fact, I'm just finishing this and I'm going right back to work.
That's all right, Kevin. I quite understand. Actually, you did me a good turn, really, because I found a very nice gentleman now.
Who found him?
You did.
Is this the same one that's escorting her to wherever she's been escorted to?
No, that's somebody different.
Ah, heck, Rita. You're working overtime on her behalf, aren't you? How about chucking a couple my way?
Bill, Kevin. Look, I'm sorry about what I said earlier on. I've got 1 or 2 things on my mind.
That's all right.
Can I get you a drink?
No, Tar. I've got this nagging female who'll give me 17 different kinds of hell if I'm home late for me tea.
And here's us believing that you're afraid of neither man nor beast.
I'm not, love. It's my 16-year-old daughter that scares the pants off me.
Thank you.
Go on then, I'll have a shandy with you. I'll be about 10 minutes, okay?
Well, don't blame me if it's cold. See you.
See you.
And, you know, I'm sorry.
Hey, listen, what about me? Why are you chucking apologies away? I mean, I don't enjoy being spoken to like that in public, you know.
I'm sorry, Vera. But in that case, you shouldn't put your nose in where it's not wanted, should you?
Hey, what the heck's up with him? Oh, he's just got a bad case of jealousy. Over him? Over his mum.
She'll not be a minute. She's just getting a coat. Can I get you something? A cup of tea? Or a sherry, perhaps? I think we've got some somewhere.
No, Tar, love. We'll be doing enough supping once we get there. Not that it'll be what you might call a boozy do, you understand? Just very...
Friendly.
convivial, aye. I'm afraid your husband doesn't really approve of us going, though.
Oh, no, it's not that.
Well, I've tried to tell him it's all very respectable. We get a very nice class of person.
I'm sure you do. It's just that, well, he thought an awful lot of his dad.
And quite right, too. I'd not have it any other way.
And he resents anyone.
Trying to take his place? I'd not do that, lass. It can't be done. I had my Peggy, and nobody could take her place. Nobody. But if you meet someone new, well, you have to find your own niche in their life, don't you? Then it's down to you.
I'm sure you're right.
Ivy.
Have a look.
Like a queen.
You look lovely. You really do.
Right, we're ready then. Taxi's outside.
Hey, you've not kept a taxi waiting half. You should have said.
Oh, never mind. It's not be there more than a minute.
Have you got your key?
Yeah, of course I have, love. Remember, you'll be in, won't you?
Yeah, but we might not be up. Cinderella don't have to be home on the dot of midnight, you know.
Of course not. I'll have her waltzing away till the wee small hours.
You better do no such thing. I'm working in the morning. Right, love, I'm off. Thanks.
Have a lovely time.
Yeah. I just wish I were bright.
Just forget everything and have a lovely time. Them's orders.
All right, love. Night.
Good night.
Bye.
And Plus is back in Weatherfield tomorrow at the usual times. Well, next here on Plus, home of TV hits, more soaps, this time from Emmerdale.